like, you need to stop that shit too.
We're 6 years.
I know exactly that shit is not cool. You did that and they are using for the baby. That's weirdo shit. Why
just get out the way. Let them do their thing.
This is funny. Hey, listen.
Okay, guys, don't come off mute. I was on a phone call. I'm sorry. I heard all the yelling and screaming and shit's crazy. So let's get back under control, guys. Let's please get back under control. Who was speaking last?
I wanted to bring up something.
Okay, go ahead. You got the mic, Adrian. Go ahead, bro.
And this is in line with the title of the room. And I know this is going to be a big story on Clubhouse once a lot of people get wind of it, but I don't think a lot of people are getting wind of it just yet. But the black woman who was stabbed to death at McDonald's by her employee, right? By another black woman. Stabbed her up. A mother of 6 got killed. She was a manager at McDonald's and was stabbed because she sent one of her workers home early. And the girl crashed out and stabbed her, killed her. Has anybody heard that story yet?
No, I haven't.
No, we haven't heard
it's
it.
about to be a national story. Trust me, it's about to blow up on Clubhouse in a few days. So I just want to put that in the ether and put that on y'all radar so y'all can see it coming. And it talks about accountability. This girl here did not appreciate being spoken to. Let her tell it. She made a video and everything. The girl who killed her manager, she made a video talking about how her manager was being disrespectful, talking to them like they're children, being a bully at work, right? Fucking up her money, sending her home for no good reason, right? And the girl just had enough of it. Enough of her shit to the point where she crashed out and she stabbed her and killed her. And see, this is by you. It's up there in East Point, Michigan.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I have to check.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He's not lying. I just chat GPT.
Yeah, it's up there.
It happened yesterday.
It
literally happened yesterday.
Yeah, throw a link, man. I'll put it up top. Yeah.
What's up, Sig? What's up, JP?
Oh shit! What up, KP?
KP, what's the word?
What up, brother? What
Long
up?
time no hear from.
Yo, is that KK? Hey,
Yes.
yo.
What's up,
KK?
What's going on? How you doing, man?
Oh shit! Come on up, KK. I ain't seen KK in a fucking hot ass minute. How you doing, sweetheart? I ain't seen her in a long ass time.
Oh, sick. Just a slightly derail. I'm gonna bring it back, but Sig, I just bought a new Smith & Wesson 5.7. I know you would be proud of it. It's such a beautiful piece. It's so beautiful. I wanted to get the FN, but it was a little pricey, so I just got the Smith & Wesson. But it still takes the same round. So yeah, shout out to that. But I just want to put
5.7. You said it went with the Ruger. You could save some more money.
Well, god damn it.
But yeah, man,
but it's smooth though. I don't know. I test fired it and shit. It's smooth. I liked it, but I don't know. I should have looked at the Ruger though.
So I heard, I was on the phone, man. My apologies, guys, but I heard Tori crashing out. Did you guys kick her or did she take off?
I didn't touch her, but I don't know. I think she might have left.
I didn't touch her.
Okay, she probably took off then. But yeah, y'all see what I'm talking about? And here's the thing too, man. It's like, you got another black woman, and I get it. You got shit, you got shit against black men. I get it, no problem. But you got Dr. Goddess who's been completely respectful and showing the utmost respect and decorum. And it's like, at least got some sense to not disrespect another black woman. But they don't give a fuck, man. And then they'll sit up here and say black men disrespect black women so much. Black women are the most disrespected, most unappreciated. But who disrespects and unappreciates black women more than other black women?
You know what's crazy, Sig? It's not like we weren't just clowning every black woman. We're not even we were reviewing a video and discussing that. And for someone to say that, oh, this is fun for me. So getting irate, cussing in your husband, you said, my husband's in the house with me and he's allowing that? But I'm supposed to look at your husband with, like, as a man of respect. Like, what man would allow that kind of energy in his household? But why is that considered fun? That's an even bigger question. Why is going crashing out on the internet considered fun?
Because she's not happy. She's not satisfied with her husband. She doesn't respect her husband. Any woman who respects her husband is not going to conduct herself that way.
Or there's no man in the house. Pause. Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. I respectfully, if y'all's men's that I think y'all is, there's not no man in there. There can't be. And if it is, he got, I'm sorry to say it, but he can't be all the way. He can't be all the way right. There's either a stud, there has to be a stud woman who likes that shit, okay? Or a man who's not standing on square, bruv. It cannot be. A true masculine energy will not. He would have came out the room. If he heard her in the phone doing all of that shit, he would have came out the room. Like, what are you doing? What is all of this you got going on? Even on the app, you would have heard the man in the background. Like, listen, I need you to calm all that down. You would have heard her mute the mic. Something would have happened. She's too loud. All of that spitting on the phone and screaming, a real man would have showed up somewhere in the background. You would have heard the baby get snatched from her. Something. I'm telling you, like, we gotta.
There's no way you go from that energy, to now being a loving and caring mom. It's impossible. Like, there's no way you turn this shit on and off.
That's what was like the baby. You didn't hear me say the baby though. But the baby.
But this is something that y'all need to understand here, y'all. When she first came off the mic, she had every single talking point of a misandrist, right? When have y'all ever known a misandrist to have a man in her life, right? The two don't go together. The two cannot exist in the same space with each other. You cannot be this woman in a loving relationship, a productive relationship with a man, but you're a misandrist at the same time. Either A, he's a bitch ass nigga for allowing you to goddamn have this mindset, or B, he is goddamn finna tell your ass, no, you're not finna talk like that, and we're together. A real man is not going to allow you to have these talking points about men if he's in your life, right? So that should have let you know that she does not have a man in her life, and if she does have a man in her life, it is the weekend. He will be over there to knock her the fuck down, and he's gone by Sunday night. A misandrist don't have men in their lives. A misandrist is angry at themselves, and they project all of their insecurities and all of their anger on the society because they are the exact motherfuckers that you're talking about. She has a kid with no man in her life. She fucked up her life, and now she's angry at men. I can't tell you, this is what feminism did to women, right? Men were supposed to be the guardrails to women on the road of life. Feminism removed the guardrails and gave women licenses, or not even a license, just gave them the permission to drive cars however the fuck they wanted to on the goddamn road of life. And when you don't have a guardrail, guess what happens, y'all? Your ass goddamn drive off the road and you crash and burn into a ditch, and now you're calling goddamn first responders, right? The guardrails are supposed to keep you on the road, to keep you safe. This is what men's functions was supposed to be for women in life. But feminism removed all of that shit and told women, you can drive however the fuck you want to drive. And when people get into accidents on the road, who do they call? They call first responders to come and help them, which are normally going to be men. They call the ambulance, the tow truck, the police, all of that shit. And when those men did not show up to help her out of that ravine, this is where the men bashing comes from. Men ain't shit because no one helped her out of her fucked up situation, even though she was led astray by women. Feminism was a bill of goods sold to women by women that were no good. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's just my observation on things. They removed the guardrails.
Who were the women that were no good?
Back by bitch ass man.
Yes.
Can I get added to the queue, please?
But but Sig, I put that story to the McDonald's killing in the chat.
Okay, cool.
If anybody want to go and watch the video, of the girl explaining her reason why she stabbed that girl.
Jay, if you want to go next, welcome to the stage. You got the mic.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Sig. Yeah, I came in kind of early on the tail end of that. That's not the first time I've heard that particular individual yelling on this app. I mean, she's not the only one, obviously, but someone had mentioned something about being provoked. That's a cop-out, and that's bullshit, right? We're all adults. We should be able to control ourselves and conduct ourselves in a manner that is respectful. I also agree that she probably doesn't have a man there, because I know my husband would have grabbed my motherfucking phone, okay? So there's absolutely no man there that I could definitely... He's probably... I don't know if he's at work or, like you saying, he just comes on the weekend, but yeah. And I also agree with Adrian about feminism. I'm not a feminist. I think feminism really did ruin a lot of women. It made women believe that they're the same as men, and we're absolutely not. Men are their own type of species. They're great. Women are great when you got a great woman. And so I think it's caused a lot of delusion for women to think that they're men. And I don't know about y'all, but I would not want to be a man. Being a man is hard, right? You got to deal with all the bullshit out there. Like you were saying, the first responders, y'all go in a lot of high stress situation. I'd much rather be a woman and, stay at home and cook and, make sure everybody's happy and do my thing. So shout out to y'all. That's all I got to say.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, man. See, this is what I say. Not all. There are some wonderful black women like Dr. Goddess, like Jay. There's several of them that we interact with, so it's not all, folks. What it is there's just the loudest, squeakiest wheels are the ones that get all the attention. And they make black women look bad, man. And unfortunately, there's a lot of them. Like I said, not the majority aren't on the wild, extreme end of the spectrum, but the majority do have the attitudes of Tory. The majority of them fucking do, and it's a fucking problem. And this is what's causing the black community in America to break down. Again, this is why our families are broken, our homes are broken. We don't have any fathers. We don't have any, and it's time for black women to start taking accountability. To say, hey, you know what? Maybe it is a problem that I'm laying down and procreating with men who haven't committed to me, who haven't proven to me that they want to be my husband and they want to be a great father to my children. Maybe I do have some responsibility to, at least not procreate with them. Not saying you got to abstain from getting dick. It's 2025. Women are getting dick now. It is what it is. But at least be smart enough and wise enough to not attach yourself to that man for the next 18 to 20 years of your life. That's all we're asking for. Just a little bit of accountability. And maybe if the attitudes and the combativeness drop down to an acceptable level, you might see that marriage rate spike and get to 50% to where the Indian women, the Mexican women, the Asian women, the Native American women, they might be the white women. They might be able to hit that 50% threshold where all the other groups of women are. So.
Well, here's the biggest issue. The ears is two ears in one mouth, right? And when you're trying to even attempt to articulate, even ask a question, like I do like that Adrian continues asking that question about, are you also talking about the men in your family or the women in your family? Because it gets very daunting when you say black men, black women, and it's like, okay, but you're not talking about your own, right? You're talking about everybody else, but not the people that raised you. It put you out into the world, and now you have children, and this is what you're doing in front of the baby. And the baby is now going to think this is okay. This is why all the screaming is happening in the background, because you don't tame yourself, and you can't tame the child. So I'm just saying, like, it's the single motherhood is a disease. Sorry, but not sorry. It's this. I think that's the next wave of the feminism. The single motherhood syndrome, the pretty privilege syndrome. They do want, and respectfully, I do think that black women want to be married. I do think that they want men in the home. I do think that they want y'all help. Here's the problem. They're caught up in this Independent Act. Okay? The Independent Act is a play game, again, to overshadow these daddy issues, but then it's getting bigger than the daddy issues now because, again, I expressed that yesterday. A black woman expressed that the accountability will only take place when black men and the world take account for the things that they've done to black women. And I'm just scratching my head, like, so what do you like? Do you want us to write a law? Do you want to do you want a parade? Like, I don't know what they want people to do, because prejudice and racism and pushback and discipline and order, all these things are part of being a human. So like it's a part of the world. Is where we at. So I don't know what extra special toot beat train, or I don't know if they want a car. I don't know what they want. So maybe we should ask them and find out what do they want to take place of this accountability that they feel black men are responsible for.
This is what I've learned. So, in most cases, when two humans negotiate with each other, it's usually a point of, this is what I'm offering, and this is what you're getting. That's usually how it goes. When it comes to this whole conversation, these single black Americans for the ones that keep scrambling to their old south about what's wrong, they don't want to negotiate. They don't want to do anything. They want to be given something so they can control it. That's what they want. They want control. And once I figured this out about, like, I'd say 2018, that's when I just decided, okay, I'm not going to deal with anyone I discover or come across that wants control, because I know what control does. We have every single piece of history to show you what absolute control does when humans have it. So me personally, I wish you the best of luck for you. If you show up to me and say, this is what I need to do, I'm going to tell you, okay then, so what you're giving me is whatever I want. But that's not fair. So I'm not going to waste my time. That's what they want, so this is bad.
And he's right. It's about absolute control and revenge. It's about getting back. It's I feel slighted, and I'm not gonna feel at peace until I get back and I show these motherfuckers who I feel have wronged me that I can get back at them and have that leverage and control. So Isaac's absolutely 100% right. These women don't realize they're stabbing themselves in the foot from the very fucking beginning, man. The attitudes they have, like even on the dating websites, man, like you'll notice a difference in attitude between the black women and the non-black women when you're looking at these profiles. Immediately, the black women start off with contempt. It's my degree, my education, my job, my businesses. That's consistently what you would see listed on these profiles. And then you go to the other races of women, it's, oh, I love my pets, I love to cook, I love spending time with my family. Even the pictures on the profiles, I notice consistently. Black women are in bathrooms taking selfies. Ass is always poked out. There's rarely any pictures of these women with men doing activities, family activities. You look at the white girls, you look at the Hispanic girls, they got pictures with their brothers, 4th of July cookouts, barbecues, on the lake, on the beach, smiling, holding a fish in their hand because they're out on the boat, having a great time. I think mentally, these women are so fucking hardened and have this heavy suit of fucking armor on, because in their mind, they have to fight the world. And I think a lot of these women, especially at a 70% single mother rate, they're literally operating like a man. They're out here working, protecting, and providing and taking care of an entire fucking household. So these women have become hardened, and they don't realize that that's a persona that they give off. And it instantly comes across as unattractive to the type of men that they're going for. And then this builds more anger and builds more fucking resentment. They just get worse and worse and worse as they go on, to where these women sound like Danielle and they sound like Tori.
Hey, Sid.
What's up, Dr. Long?
Is there also a weight problem going on?
Oh yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. We were talking about that about 30 minutes ago, bro. Yeah, they're the most obese, and her thing was, well, black men are the most obese out of the fucking men, but freaking
JB read the stat.
Yeah, JB. No, it wasn't JB. It was who was it? Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus said that if you actually look at the stats, yeah, black men are higher, but it's so negligible. But if you look at the difference between black women and their counterparts and their peers, they are skyrocketed through the roof. They are several points above, as far as being the most obese. And again, everything that could be fixed in our community as far as black women taking accountability. Because as a black man, if you've been in these rooms and been in these discussions, black men will tell you, yeah, there's some ain't shit niggas, there's some fuck niggas out here, and there is some cleaning up that we need to do amongst black men. We'll take the accountability and we'll look at each other and say, yeah, we can do better. We can do some better. But whenever you try to point out some constructive criticism to black women, and again, not all, you almost always get pushback, and it's everybody else's fault.
Absolutely.
Can I say something about the obesity?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
That's real cool. Oh, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about the obesity with black women. I think also that has to do with an aspect of feminism, because I think with feminism, as we know, what the whole agenda was, right? It was to get the man out the home. Well, to replace that man, they decided to give out food stamps, right? And now these fast food restaurants will allow you to use your motherfucking food stamps there. So it seems a lot easier, if they don't want to cook, right? They don't want to be traditional women. Of course, they're just going to go to a drive-thru and just grab up McDonald's or whatever the heck. And that's contributing to the obesity. And another thing with the fast food as well, that has a lot of chemicals and hormones that mess with all of us, but women especially too. And that's another reason why I think a lot of black women and just women in general who go and eat that, they have these attitudes and they have these moods. It's the food they're putting in their body as well. So I just wanted to speak on that.
You're talking about the you buy we fry places. Mm-hmm. They charge like $1. They will fry your food for $1.
Yeah.
And use your EBT card.
Yep. Also, here's another thing too to look at. Sig, I noticed you when you was talking about family photos and stuff. Other women will be with other members of their families in their family photos. I mean, y'all, we gotta admit, how many times have we seen on social media black women, black mothers having family photos with no father in them? Right? It's always her and her kids all day long, right?
Oh,
every time they go and do a family photo, the father is nowhere in the picture. And if he is, that's a rarity, and that motherfucker get praised. But a lot of times, it's just be the mother and her 3, 4, 5 kids, however many kids that she got, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that needs to stop, because it shows the level of prioritization in our lives, is that it shows that women rather have